What you talking about now, Cine? I don't know, but you're gonna get some nuggets out of it though. But first, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn that bell on. There's a new video series dropping every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the random jam session whenever I'm in my bag. You do not want to miss out. Also, be sure to check out my books, man. The link's in the description below, right along with my vegan class if you're trying to go plant-based and stay plant-based. I'm telling you, it works. Oh, and lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at _just_scene_. The nuggets I don't put over here, I put over there, so you can always get me when you need me. But you ain't really coming for all of that. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out. No. Like, we need to have this discussion. We need to have this discussion, Brody. Cause like, we have never actually had a dialogue, and we had never sat down to come to a consensus on how the fuck we talk to women, bro. Like, that shit is hard. I'm not gonna say hard and difficult, but like, I mean, in the sense that, I mean, the conversation itself is hard because we're not even in a fruitful position really to even take that shit to the next level. So yeah, you know what I mean, we can get the numbers all day long. We talk and we do that shit well. That's easy because that's what we're trained to do, bro. Like, we train for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we look at how relationships develop, how they play out, it's like the first thing you got to do is like how to talk to women. You know what I'm saying? None of us ever really got a in-depth, solid talk. Now, I'm not gonna say none of us, because you know some people, you know, you had your, you know, whatever it is that you had. You feel what I'm saying? But to the core, what was it? You know what I'm saying? What was it? You know what I mean? It was some cliche ass bullshit where you going in to talk to her and shit, you know what I'm saying? You just putting your Mac down, like, you know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like, hey, yo, what's good, ma? Blah, 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 ah, da, da. And you know what I'm saying? Yo, let me get your number right. Your purpose and all of that is to try to get her within, you know what I'm saying, within that time frame. Because, you know, it's like LMI, she got the song and shit where LMI, I don't want to say her name wrong, but she got the song Shot Clock, 24 seconds. So it's like, we considering that shit, like, that was before that song was popping. Like, we gotta consider that shit from that logical perspective. Like, we really on a time crunch when it's time for us to get at women and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? So when we see them, it's on some, you know, it's easy when you in a venue. Like, you see a passing by, you know what I'm saying? You getting on the subway or some shit, you know what I'm saying? You just getting some food or whatnot. You see, you like, damn, I got that time. So it's like, the thought process is, how do we do it? How do we talk to them? You know what I mean? How do we, you know what I'm saying? How do we mac? Like, first thing we got to do is, like, we got to eliminate the ideology of running game and shit. Like, that's getting old. That's getting played out now. Like, running game is corny and shit now. Like, because, you know, and then spitting game. Like, that shit's so fucking 14, 15 years old, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, you got to evolve and graduate from that shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then the pointless flirting and shit. So it's like, what's the rules? What's the code? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the actual setup in the system as to, like, what we need to say and what we need to do to get at women and to keep them. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's like, it's a common thing. Like, everybody wants to know. We as boys, as men growing up, like, we always want to know how to talk to women. Like, what's the best thing we can say to her? You feel me? What do we say to her? How do we get her? How do we get at her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Find that one point. So I think that the first point is understanding confidence. Like, you know, your confidence is gonna set the tone for it, not arrogance, bro. Like, some of us be having falsified perceptions of confidence, and we mask it as arrogance because we have to paint this picture for ourselves. Okay, this is how I'm gonna get women. This is the ladies' man. This is what it is. Like, nah, bro. You could be a ladies' man doing anything, my nigga. Like, you could really be a ladies' man doing anything. And you don't necessarily need to put up a facade. You know what I mean? You have to figure out your inner essence and then let that shit exude and let the confidence run from there. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta know how to do this shit, bro. And it's like, you know, growing up, we learn the wrong shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, we learned the wrong shit. Like, you know what I mean? All my big homies, like, you know what I'm saying? My pops was gone, so I couldn't say, hey, dad, how I got this girl that, like, I want to talk to or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The bullshit you see in the movies, you know. But I had to figure this shit out, try and fail. You feel what I'm saying? And to the point where it was like, yeah, I was able to get them You know what I'm saying? When I was spitting game and shit, you know what I mean? You know, throwing little bullshit out there. But at the end of the day, I had to observe and learn that it was my confidence. It was my confidence. And as my confidence began to evolve, it was like, I ain't got to say certain shit. I ain't got to do certain shit. I ain't got to come off at them in a certain way. You feel what I'm saying? So that segued into the good shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like being able to get whichever woman I want when I wanted them and shit. Like yeah, you gotta go through the fire, bruh. Like don't